Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with another Paladins video. We're playing some Caspian today. Short, quick intro, because I don't want to do too much explaining and get down into sort of explaining how Caspian fell off for me personally, like I've done a ton in other videos. I just want to play him as he is now and gear my thoughts and yeah, hopefully do well. The build I did tweak a little bit. These two are sort of filler cards that are kind of nice to have, but the main thing that's always sort of been the focus ever since they changed his F is buffing it out, and then the speed on the left click, which has been a mainstay forever pretty much. There's not really too much you can do with Caspian card-wise, to be honest. There used to be the other version that I've talked about a ton that I do still miss, and I still have here just to remind me of how Caspian once played, but at the moment you can really only play him based around the movement, getting close, spamming the left click, right click, and getting stacked up, which is when he feels crazy. I'm pretty sure he's been nerfed or buffed a little bit since the last video. I'm not sure exactly with what, but I'm pretty sure Measure Cadence was moved around a bit. But talent-wise, I don't think he's really that weak at the moment. I think these are solid. I don't really like it's got some heft, so I'll play one of these two. But Caspian, in my opinion, to sort of summarize what I was trying to say here in the intro, his weak point is with his cards, and I think these could do quite a bit of work. But talent-wise, I think he's fine. Base kit-wise, I think he's sort of fine. But cards, a little bit weird. So for game 1, we've got an Onslaught Foreman's Rise. Shouts out there to our Corvus. We've got an Omen Ray and a Tyra versus Cassie. A few people here I've definitely played with in this one. Genos, Vora, Nyx, Drogos. It looks like it's going to be a rough one. I guess we'll see. Going to go Measure Cadence and then the standard setup here. I haven't played Caspian in a minute, so I'm not expecting to do too well here, but I don't really have an excuse because Caspian isn't like a particularly crazy difficult character to play. I guess we start with Life Rip and Armor Plating. I feel like you need Life Rip, Armor Plating, Nimble, and if you're not going for the talent, Chronos, or maybe Bloodbath, or Trigger Scent if you're feeling, I guess, extra spicy. We've got Dark Gifts, Burn Monster, Binary, Extension, then Exaction, Fusillade, Luminary, Unyielding, and Sure Force. Hello, Drogos. I'm just going to run over this way. I don't really feel like dealing with that. I do like the F, momentum carry thing. Like I said, I do really like the change they gave Caspian. He's still just a bit of a strange character, even though I think his design is really cool, and the way they've changed him is overall good. I don't know how much you're able to get rid of the, Cassie there. I'm somehow not dead here. Shouts Corvus for the heals, but yeah, it's been so long since I played Caspian that I completely forgot that the Q isn't a stun anymore. So we actually don't have that to lock people down. It is just the slow. I have no idea how I'm not dead here, to be honest, but there goes the Cassie. I do really like Measured Cadence being just a weaker version of the Q, and the fact that they're both slows now I think makes it a little bit more consistent, but it still feels so weird playing Caspian without like heavy CC. You really do have to play him differently, and I talked about that a ton in the last video, but for some reason I just, again, completely forgot. Let's just push the Drogos here. There we go. His damage output is still really good, especially if you're stacked, and you're pushing somebody like this. You do have pretty decent damage numbers. It's just sometimes a little bit awkward to land the right click. Went for the ultimate, didn't get anything with it. Ray and like Corvus here really putting in work with the heals. There's 2 hits on the Drogos. He's nearly gone. The Q might be enough. There we go. If you're actually accurate with the left click and you're close enough for the right click, the damage output is crazy, but sometimes it just feels kind of inconsistent when you're not getting stacked up. I'm going to just F away. I can't. Why couldn't I F there? Genuinely don't know why I couldn't F there, but there goes the Cassie. We're honestly putting in work. I'm going to chase down the Genos. I think we can get rid of him, unless he doesn't have the grip, or he does have the grip, I mean. He's gone. I really am taking advantage of the movement here. I got to give props to the Corvus. He has genuinely carried me here alongside the Ray. We really are the sort of damage carry here alongside the Omen, and I think the healers are the only reason this is working. We're going to F in, because I think there's somebody in this corner. Hello, Vora. I did see somebody there. I don't even know how I saw that, but yeah, Cassie's gone. We're going to push the Nyx, who I haven't even really dealt with once. That's so landed. Big damage. I'm out of ammo, though. She's gone. Really have to give props to the team. Have a ton of credits here. I'm really thinking about going back to spawn. Do I go for the ultimate? Sure. There's a little blast for him. Blast over there for the Cassie. Maybe we can finish her off. That was actually nearly enough. One more. Which is about to say my accuracy was on point when I missed like 10 shots against that Nyx. We're going to push the Corvus. Not Corvus. That's so landed. I've got the F up in a second. That's a Drogo's ult. Does he see me? I guess he doesn't care. I don't know why I was standing still there. Hello, Vora. Need the tap for the speed. Yeah, there's one more. I got stuck on the door. Am I dead to that? Yeah, nearly got away. That was so bad. Decided I don't really need Chronos here. I don't know what the Vora's standing still for, but there's big damage on them, to be honest. We got pretty good hits. Don't really know if I need a Life Rip, to be honest, but I think it's made a pretty big difference. We just don't need Chronos. We need more healing and damage reduction and stuff. Tankiness here is the play, because my Q and my F aren't really that crazy, because I can play the map kind of well, especially with the supports, like I said. Commentary today is cooked. There's a Q through them. I'm going to push with the F. That got cancelled out. I think he's still dead, though. Yep, really do like that with Caspian. You can just avoid fights a lot of the time. We're going to push in here with the ultimate. There goes the Cassie. Push in here on the Nyx. I'm just going to try and burst people if we can. She's really, really there. I feel like I'm getting stacked way more in this one than I usually would, just because I'm not dying, because we've got the healers. I think the servers are also kind of cooked, which for Caspian isn't that bad. Like, usually I'd be dead already, but the healers have covered my ass. I'm dead. Trying to F away. For some reason, sometimes the F just doesn't come off of whatever the timer thing is it's doing. I don't know what it is, but for some reason the F sometimes just doesn't work. It feels like it's like locked on an internal timer or something that I can't even see. Don't know what it is. It might be the Vora crippling me and I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. What am I aiming at? We actually got rid of the Nyx there. Genuinely don't know how I've not had a harder time here, but the Corvus with the mark I think has been a big reason, just because he's not gone for the talent to spread it, and yeah, he's just giving such a big buff when he's marking us, and he's done it for pretty much the whole game. I feel like just because he knows the videos, he went for the talent to specifically give me a hand here, and it's genuinely been a big reason why we've won it. I don't know why I'm not using the right click here to get that damage out. I'm dead. I feel like I need to try hard here if we actually want to win it, because somehow we're not actually leading in the score. That missed. She should be gone though. That Nyx is going to clear me. She's actually been the most annoying here. I'm surprisingly having a hard time here with the tank. The squishies are actually not bad, which are usually more of a problem, but again, I think it's the healing, and her CC is just the thing that's giving me trouble. There's the Q which actually landed. She should be out here, right? Yeah, there we go. My accuracy is so bad. We're going to F kind of at an angle, chase the Genos down. That actually all landed somehow. I don't know how the hell I got the full damage on that. That was really weird. Must be the service stuff. Hello, Drogos. Really is a great example for Caspian, because I'm able to sort of play him like in a playground here. Just because we've got so much support backing us up, I really feel like I can just sort of play him like chaotically as possible, and it sort of will work. That didn't land that time though. He is still gone. Nice. We're just going to F again up here. The rubber banding there. What the hell? I feel like the score really shows you how crazy it's felt to play Caspian here, just because we're not really leading anything, and I feel like I've just been kind of shredding. There goes everybody, hopefully. Nice. They're both gone. I'm going to leave the Nyx and push the Caspian. Not Caspian. I'm playing Caspian. That's yeah, Genos. Try and push the Nyx instead, but for some reason I just can't land my damage on her. I don't know what the Cassie's doing. She is gone. Tyra has also been putting in work. I didn't really realize we had one, to be honest, because I was just focused on doing my Caspian thing. We'll push the Drogos. He is not gone just yet, because for some reason I just can't get the last little bits of damage to finish him off. Don't know how I'm not dead here again. I feel like I should have been shredded 50 times over, but it's just the Nyx punching me and the Genos holding me, so I guess we're fine. What a chaotic match. Have we won it? Did that go to time? I don't even know. I think the team was holding down the point, so we got it for the score. I know I've said it like 50 times already, but massive props to the team here. I really have to drop the commendations, because they were the only reason I think that worked on Caspian. I would have had such a difficult time there if these guys weren't really helping me out, because genuinely I'm kind of awkward with him, and that was a pretty good match for him in general, just because of the teams. But 23-6, 97k, absolutely massive. The Corvus, star of the show for us for sure there with the Mark, just giving us, what, 15% CC reduction, 15% cooldown reduction, reload speed, and also the heal constantly. The Tyra, Ray, and Omen, they're two massively putting in work and helping us out. For their side, Cassie was doing all right. Genos was surprisingly the most annoying. We did get rid of him a couple times, but he was avoiding us relatively well. The Vora, surprisingly a pretty decent problem, but Nyx annoyed me the most by far. I was able to stack up on it sometimes though, but we spent so much of that game with just low stacks and it worked out anyway. Drogos was kind of annoying just because he was flying around, but wasn't really giving us too much trouble. We weren't taking that much damage there, but just the team, yeah, really enabled that to work. I was going to do a game 2, but I feel like leaving it here and just kind of having this perfect Caspian match. Even though I didn't play perfectly, it felt so great to play him there. Obviously, it doesn't really say a massive amount about him there though, because any character I think I was on would have been really, really strong just because of the way the teams played and everything. But Caspian really was enabled and was a really good pick for that match, just because of how everybody ended up playing. I think some of the characters that were a little bit more combo burst heavy wouldn't have really worked. Like Black there might not have been the pick, but something like Caspian, the more consistent sort of ramper character, that's a really weird way to word it, but if you get what I mean, he really worked there in a way that you don't see too often with Caspian. When he clicks in and he, you know, sort of enabled, he does put in mad numbers, and he really can do work getting rid of people without being in too much danger, assuming you play it correctly, because there were some plays there that were terrible, but a lot of them did really work, and when the kit comes together, it does feel really good. So as much as I'm iffy on Caspian, I feel like I've said this in other videos, he is really good fun to play. I do really like him. I just wish they gave him some more love somewhere in the cards or somewhere in his kit to give him some more variety and maybe give him more options than he has at the moment, because the way I played him was pretty much the only way you can play him, and it did really work and it was really good fun. But there's a lot of scenarios where I think you pick Caspian, you learn into the match and you're like, oh, how am I going to make this work? That is where I'm going to leave it. Those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours down in the comments. Let me know also what you want to see me next. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Thank you, of course, so much for watching. And as always, stay frosty.